Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome back to the Crack Pack. I have done a little bit since the last episode, nothing technical. I got some obsidian, made some alumite stuff, and made a turtle, and I'm running it on excavate into an ender chest. Here's our ore processing stuff. Whoa. And the way I set these up, I just stacked them on top of each other. I know that the middle ones could generate a little more RF, but I'm not really all that concerned about it. The agenda for today is to make an electrolytic separator in one hydrogen generator, see what that does for our power situation. These work just fine. They're pretty slow. I haven't set it up to auto smelt all the dust because we're going to need a lot of dust. I think we need gold dust, osmium dust, and iron dust for what we're going to do today. So I have some servos somewhere. Let me grab those. We'll make an aqueous accumulator. We'll put it on the electrolytic separator to feed it water. And we're going to have to make a pressurized tube, I think it's called, to take the hydrogen out of the separator and pump it into the hydrogen generator. I'm pretty sure the electrolytic separator requires power, so I figure what we'll do is use those heat generators to power the electrolytic separator, see how that goes, and then pump the hydrogen into the hydrogen generator and see how it runs the machines. And then I will make more electrolytic separators as necessary, and hydrogen generators too. Here are the servos. I'm getting pretty unorganized. I've got so much stuff. I want to do blood magic really bad. I also want to make a laser drill, and I've got so much yellorium that I figure we can make a pretty decent big reactor. I saw some numbers somewhere. If you put a yellow focus or 4 yellow focuses in there, you'll actually get enough yellorite to sustain it. You generate a positive amount. So I want to check that out. So that may be our first big power source. I don't know. Let me get some more iron and gold here. I'll go ahead and make 6 of those because you always seem to need machine frames for stuff. What am I missing? 10? Yep. All the ingots from the different mods all look different, so I have a hard time figuring out what's what. Alright, so we need to make this guy right here. It's pretty cheap. Let me see if I have any redstone in my chest. It just so happens I do. That's very good. So we can make this thing, I think, pretty easily. What am I missing? Got osmium dust and everything, right? Oh, I didn't get the dust. Okay, let's try this again. And I'll make 2 of those because I'm sure we're going to need another one. I don't remember if the hydrogen generator requires one of those. But we're about to find out. And it does, look at that. So we're going to need, what, 2 steel things? I just made some steel because I figured we'd probably need it. Okay, hydrogen generator, electrolytic separator. I think we need some pressurized tube. Whoa, that's weird. Okay, that's easy. And let's see, let's go ahead and make one more set of basic universal cables. The way I did this, I set my cables, they all go underneath the floor 2 blocks, they run under this way, and everything is connected. I think that only carries 200 RF a tick, right? The next one up carries 800, and we'll probably have to upgrade at some point. So just for the sake of testing this out, let's put the hydrogen generator here. We'll put the electrolytic separator here. It has power. I wonder if I can just put water straight in it. I can. Obviously, I want to pump it in there. And we've already got hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen comes out the blue side and the oxygen comes out the red side. If you look at the thing, you see hydrogen's over here. Oxygen's over there. So we're just going to dump the oxygen because we don't really need it right now. We'll hook the pressurized tube like this just to see what happens. And man, that is way faster than the other one. It's got a little internal tank apparently. So I think this is going to be a pretty good generator here. So let's get rid of all this stuff, and I figure what we can do is I'm going to need to upgrade this cable. I'm not going to do that right now. If I had considered the hydrogen generator thing first, I would have put this stuff down a level and put the hydrogen generator somewhere and then run cable upward. So where can we put this? We can probably put it in here if we really wanted to. We can do that, right? We can put the generator. That doesn't connect. Let's see what side that connects to. Doesn't connect on bottom. It probably only connects to a specific side. That side. And I don't know what side the pressurized tube connects to. It'll connect to that side. So how about this? How about we put our separator right here. We'll put another pressurized tube right there. And we'll run a little bit more cable. Like that. And then we can just probably pump water into the bottom of it, right? I'll have to get a couple more buckets of water, but that's okay. I've got plenty of water around me. So let's set this thing up so that we can get water into it. It looks like it's making a little bit. Let me hurry up and do this because I want to make some energy cube also. And let me take my water from the top because that's what I wanted to avoid. That's alright. We can fix that. Okay. So we will dump water there and water there. Now we're filling up nicely. I need to remember to dump the oxygen. And this thing is already full and the hydrogen buffer is building up. So the get out of here. These guys, when they're both running at the same time, it takes them a while since these generators have a buffer. Uh, they last a while before it takes them from what bottom to top here and then bottom to top here. So if I don't have a ton of stuff, the buffers drain, they build back up. The problem is, if I want to do stuff consistently, that's not going to work very well. So I can actually, let's do this. Let's run our cable a little differently so that we're only powering the electrolytic separator off this cable, and the hydrogen generator is outputting to this machine. Well, these machines. So let's see if we've got stuff to smelt and pulverize at the same time. Let me see. What won't pulverize? Dark iron won't pulverize. I'll just throw some of the other dust in there. I just want to see what happens to that buffer. And let's throw some of that in there. This thing is running. See, the buffer is totally full. This is very good. The question is, are we going to make enough hydrogen to do this? So it doesn't look like the hydrogen's going down. Our water's full. The hydrogen is pretty solid. And I'm sure that these guys... See, this buffer's gone. These guys may or may not be enough to run this constantly. We won't know, unfortunately, until all the buffers drain. Or at least, 2 or 3. So, at any rate, this is excellent. And this is passive generation. So we're not really consuming any fuel right now, which is awesome. So I'm a big fan of this. One of the challenges to playing on a server with people, I don't know, there are like 6 or 7 total. If everyone tries to use lava, you go to the nether. I mean, sure, there's a ton of lava in the nether, but, you're relatively close together on the surface. Your pumps start overlapping and all of that stuff. So I'm very happy with this. That's why I want to get into the big reactor thing and the laser drill, because I don't really want to drain the nether, So let's look at the energy cubes. We might as well go to the second tier if we can. That might... Oh, you have to make the first tier to get to the second tier, and so on. So that's no big deal. So I can make 1 energy cube, and then when I'm ready I can upgrade it and then keep upgrading. So I may or may not... I don't think I have quite enough redstone. I'm going to need 4, 8... Maybe I do. Let's try it. We're going to need 2 of these, right? Of course they don't stack. Let me get rid of this backpack. Who gave me a jetpack if I didn't mention that? So I've got 2 of those guys. We need another steel casing. I don't use the jetpack all the time. I mainly just use it to go to the nether to get to the blaze farm and stuff like that. And let me get some lapis. I feel like it's kind of cheating since I didn't make the jetpack myself. That won't go in there because these things take damage. Alright, here's our basic energy cube. I'm assuming it probably outputs the same amount as the cable. So let's do this. First let's look at these guys. That one's draining pretty quick. We're still doing okay on our hydrogen. So how about we put this? I wonder if we can put it directly on the hydrogen generator. Out 320. Okay, so I definitely need to upgrade my cable. And this thing is gaining energy while two of the machines are running. So we're definitely not using as much energy as we're generating, so that's good. So I'm just going to leave this here. And I think I have a couple minutes. Let's take a look at this thing. Let's make about 4 of these. Or 6. Let me get rid of any eye. You put them in up here. It consumes them. I don't know why my silver ore locked up. Maybe it doesn't like silver ore. Or maybe my energy cell is not outputting. I don't know. I don't see any interface for the side. So we're not... we may or may not be generating more than we're using. Let me replace this cable and see what happens. Yeah, excellent. Alright. Well, I don't see an interface for this thing. Let me look at it 1 second. Okay, it says the output side has a special marking that looks like a panel. Which I can't really see because... oh, that's probably it right there, huh? There we go. Now it's green. That's good. Alright, so we see how fast that's going. Let's eat the upgrades. See how much faster it gets. I'd say that's significantly faster. And we're still netting energy. I thought this thing might be adjustable, but oh, now we're not netting energy anymore. Once I put that third one in over here, it... how did I get 4 in there? Oh, I guess there's 1 by default. So, it seems to be hit or miss on that one, but that's what the energy cube is basically for. I mean, it's like burst power for stuff like this. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. It'll just slow down when the thing gets empty. So that's all I wanted to do today. I don't want to make my episodes too long. I know some of you like long episodes and some of you don't. But I'm going to call it there. I'm really considering making one of those hydrogen jetpacks, since it looks like we may have a little leftover hydrogen. So I'm going to think about that, and I'm going to get my stuff together for Blood Magic. Let me know if you're interested in seeing that. If you are, I'll do it in the episode. If not, I'll do it on my own. It can be a little tedious, like Thaumcraft. So let me know your opinion on that. If you don't want to see it, then we'll just go make a big reactor and make a ton of power. So that'll do it. Thank you very much for watching, I'll see you guys next time.